Good day everyone. Today, we're going to present a mini documentary about fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia, and this is our group member.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ikram bin Hasim, number metric 314057. Today I will explain you about problem and issue of fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. There are three problem and issue. The first one is lack of technical and soft skill. Second one is unrealistic salary. And the third one is economic instability. Based on the article that we see, it has mentioned that this lack of technical education among graduates is not surprising because of the current educational model in many universities. Students usually study only within their own department and have very little contact with other fields. This limits the development of a broader skill set. It also mentioned that many university departments are insecure about letting students access other departments because their funding depends on the number of students they have. Now I will explain the second issue, which is unnecessary expectation among fresh graduates. The article highlights that many employees are unable to meet the high salary expectation of new graduates. According to the report, most fresh graduates are tech-savvy, but their salary expectation and demand may be difficult for companies to match, as mentioned by the Malaysian Employees Federation. Another part of the article states that unrealistic salary demand by fresh graduates, such as wanting to be paid as much as 6,500 ringgit when applying for their first job, was the top reason for them to not get hired. The third issue is related to economic instability, focusing on how AI is affecting fresh graduates in Malaysia. Recently, an article from the Star highlighted that many fresh graduates struggle to find jobs because AI is rapidly being integrated into various industries. Fresh graduates are often fully equipped with the latest skill needed by employers. In short, the rapid rise of AI is creating economic instability, especially for young people entering the workforce. They now face stronger competition and must adapt by learning new AI-related skills to stay relevant.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Farhan bin Nurdin, number matrix 313927, and I will be presenting the key findings from the 2024 graduate statistics released by the Department of Statistics Malaysia. Firstly, the number of graduates increased to 5.98 million, which is a rise of 4.1% from 2023. Out of this total, 5.14 million were in the labour force, while 838,800 graduates, which is 14%, were not working or not seeking work. This shows strong overall participation in the job market. Next, looking at unemployment. The number of unemployed graduates dropped slightly to 165,900, and the graduate unemployment rate improved from 3.4% to 3.2%. Male unemployment was 3.0% and female 3.5%. Urban areas had much lower unemployment at 2.8% compared to 7.1% in rural areas. Overall, this shows a gradually improving job market for graduates. Lastly, on graduate wages, both the mean and median salaries increased in 2024. The median salary for graduates is 4,531 ringgit, with males earning 5,206 ringgit and females 4,508 ringgit. By skill level, skilled workers earn the highest with a median of 5,723 ringgit, while low-skilled graduates earn much less at 1,990 ringgit. This highlights the importance of upskilling for better income and opportunities. Overall, 2024 shows positive growth, more graduates, lower unemployment, and rising wages, but skill level and location still influence job outcomes.
Regardless, since this issue is so important in Malaysia, let's break it down on why are there so many graduates struggling to secure a job. Now, let me elaborate on these reasons. The first one is the quality of the graduates. As you can see here, the graduates are weak in the aspect of employability skills and do not show a good working performance. Employability skills means that they lack in abilities such as communication, problem solving, teamwork, and even time management. Secondly, the mismatches of skills between recent graduates and employers' demand. Entry-level graduates and students from Malaysian universities seems lacking soft skills. These soft skills consist of something like leadership, adaptability, and creativity on top of technical skills. The third one is the lack of exposure to industry. Many academic programs focus heavily on textbooks, knowledge, and examinations while lacking practical learning experience. But the thing is, in the real world, employers want practical experience. Alright, moving on. The fourth one is over-reliance on traditional job search methods. As you all can see, submitting dozens of resumes without tailoring them to specific roles will not work anymore. Because today's job market requires a smarter strategy, like personal branding and networking. Also, tailoring each application. And lastly, we have economic growth. During slowdowns or recession, business may reduce their workforce or stop hiring altogether. With this, some may even freeze new employment entirely. This makes the job market even more competitive, especially for fresh graduates who have very little experiences.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Irish Hakim bin Muhammad Shafi'i, number metric 313956. I will be presenting on the effort that have been made to tackle the issue to a fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. First and foremost, I'll be highlighting the individual efforts that fresh graduates themselves can take to improve their employability. So, you may ask, what can we actually do in this situation to increase our odds of getting hired? Well, JobStreet conducted a study where they asked employers what gives fresh graduates a competitive advantage, and four main reasons came up. The most is has held a leadership position, has high academic scores, involved in extracurricular activities, and has done volunteer work. As you can see, 39% preferred candidates with leadership experience like being a club president multimedia for decision making and people managing skills. Secondly, 25% value high academic scores which reflects discipline and strong learning ability. Thirdly, 20% look for those active in extracurricular showing balance, teamwork, and time management. Last but not least, 16% favor volunteer or even internship in experience, organizing real-world readiness, initiative, and social responsibility.
However, the issue of fresh graduate unemployment continues to persist in Malaysia, especially when universities do not take an active role in addressing it. There are several contributing factors, and the four primary reasons behind this challenge include the mismatch between market demand and supply, lack of skills and experience, high expectations and attitudes of graduates, and lack of exposure to industry. Firstly, universities should strengthen collaborations with industries to continuously revise and enhance their academic programs so that the curriculum aligns with current market trends and workforce needs. Secondly, higher education institutions also need to place greater emphasis on developing soft skills, such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving, alongside academic achievements to produce more holistic and job-ready graduates. Thirdly, universities should introduce comprehensive career counseling and mentorship programs to guide students in managing their expectations and planning realistic career pathways. Lastly, universities must integrate more hands-on learning experiences, including real-world projects, industrial case studies, and experiential learning activities, to ensure students gain exposure to actual workplace situations before graduating. Now let's look at the efforts made by the Malaysian government to address the issue of fresh graduates unemployment. One of notable government effort is a SLIM program, also known as Skill Latihan 1 Malaysia. This program is designed to increase the employability level or the ability of graduates to get a job. The key objectives of SLIM are straightforward and impactful. Firstly, SLIM aims to increase the marketability of graduates by equipping them with both soft skills like communication and teamwork, as well as relevant technical skills. Secondly, it provides graduates with valuable on-the-job training, giving them real-world experience that is crucial when applying for jobs. Finally, the progress ultimate goal is to reduce the unemployment rate among fresh graduates in Malaysia by making them more job-ready and competitive.
In conclusion, fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia persists due to skill mismatch, limited experience, and an oversupply of graduates in certain fields. Although recent data shows slight improvement, key challenges remain. Government initiative, industry partnership, and employability program are helping to address this gap, but continued collaboration is essential. By strengthening skill and aligning education with labor market need, Malaysia can further reduce graduate unemployment and improve graduate transition in the workforce.